What's up, my Virgos? And welcome or welcome back to Cards for Hire. So, my Virgos, you have somebody in your energy that is begging, okay? You got some begging mofo in your energy, okay? And it feels as though this person is very attractive, so they may be used to getting exactly what they want. But it also feels like I'm hearing the song, Stop Asking Me for Shit. What is the song? It's Veronica Monet. A nigga just got paid, and my hair is laid, and my soul is saved, but I'm not your bank. Ask your mama. And remember, okay. So before I got all of that, I was hearing Big Daddy. Y'all know how in Disney's rendition of Princess and the Frog, how her friend was always, Big Daddy, can I have? Big Daddy, can I have? That's what I'm hearing. So this could be a child of yours, honestly. This could be a child of yours, okay? And they're feeling a little abandoned, okay? Because you are keeping your money to yourself. It feel like you got other bills, okay? You got stuff to handle as well, all right? Yeah, something about a commitment and or a Taurus could be very significant. Wow, okay, Ace of Wands. They're used to you taking some type of action. They're used to you helping, okay? They're used to you leaping in and kind of saving the day, all right, my Virgos? The veil, there's something that you are seeing, though. You're seeing past something, all right? Ooh, stop asking. How does she say? I want you to stop asking me for shit. Mhm. Yeah. Okay. You want somebody to stop asking you for shit. I got you, Virgos. This is funny. Okay. Divine, I thank you in advance. I ask for clarity, protection, as well as progression and connection. I extend my gratitude and ask that my angels and guides protect me and my Virgos on this ride. Amen. Okay, so I'm picking up the energy of you possibly feel as if Okay. You possibly feel as if you consistently giving to other people could be holding up your progression, okay? And after a while, if you are consistently giving out but not necessarily being given to, then no one's gonna have a reservoir to dip into. Does that make sense? So if you keep giving and giving and giving, you ain't gonna have shit to give nobody, including yourself. You feel what I'm saying? Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Asking me for shit. I love that song and it's not coming to me. Okay. Is Victoria a Virgo? Okay. I don't know. What's the message? She might be. Distant future. Interesting. I almost said energy. Okay. Distant future on its side. Boss and confusion and illusion. It's given. I thought you had money. I'm confused. I thought you had it like that. Yeah. Someone's used to you possibly taking control or taking the reins on a situation or of a situation. My bad, y'all. It's so new, and I didn't got it all tucked up out the way. I be forgetting. Ascending, all right? Yeah, conflict. Okay, you could be ascending past a conflict, okay, or elevating, or this conflict could assist you in your elevation. Okay, your elevation. All right. Low Sean, somebody ashy. Low Sean called. That's crazy. All right. I actually want to clarify this distant future on its side. Okay. King of coins. Yes, King of coins in reverse. If I keep giving to you, motherfuckers, excuse my language or not, then I'm not going to have shit to give nobody. Virgo, this y'all energy. Nothing to give nobody. Not no investments to pull from. None of that shit. Okay. And this is the thing, Virgos. You may kind of be going through a hard time yourself. Okay. So you may not necessarily, you may not really have it to give. Although you may have more than they have, it's still like, yeah, but I got to take care of myself. Nine of Wands, which is why you're blocked off. Ain't no shame. The world. Yeah. Blocked off from the world. I feel you. What's the situation? It feels as though you also, it's given, I believe in you. You're going to figure it out. Ace of Cups in reverse. Someone's not feeling the love, okay? Hmm. It kind of feels as though you may be forcing someone to take responsibility for their own actions or for their lack of discipline in some way, shape, or form, some area of their life, all right? King of Swords, yeah, it may come off a little harsh, but it's also the truth, all right? King of Cups, interesting. I still love you though. This could be a child that you're speaking to. Confirmation, I got a call. Confirmation, yeah, it could be a child that you're speaking to. I heard honed, and now I'm hearing phone home. And if you feel like you're the best, go ahead and do the Wheezy Win phone home. That's giving me also ask your mama. So I could be speaking to a dad, okay? Ask your mama. I'm always giving you money, okay? Somebody could feel like they are the financial giver, and their mom and the mom may reap all the benefits, okay? All right, or all the praise, or something like that could be significant. Or someone could have lost their mother. Put that where it goes, okay? Hmm. All right, what's my Virgo's energy? This is a whole lot. That's too much. I did see the Nine of Swords. Okay, so you may be worried about how someone may be taking this advice or this rejection. Okay, you may also be worried about your own finances. All right, Seven of Wands. Okay, definitely blocking, protecting. All right. And it's a bunny, it's a rabbit. Who'd have thought, silly rabbit? Okay, somebody thought that you were either naive or a pushover or something like that. Four of Pentacles, holding your shit. This my coin, holding my coin. Stop asking me for shit. Okay? And the Page of Coins, while also learning something new. Possibly giving yourself grace in this time, okay? Four to the five. Yeah, it feels like, you, like I said, you may have more money than them. Six of Coins, you may have more money than them. However, you still need to take care of you before you take care of anybody else. And then I saw the Six of Coins. Okay, this person may get money from you, and maybe they aren't there for you emotionally, or they don't always want to talk to you, or they get real disrespectful or something like that. Could be significant. Okay, and they expect you to still be there at the end of the day. Four of Swords. Okay. Interesting. The Chariot. Yeah, progression. It's like I gotta put a pause on this because my progression is not the best right now, all right? Or my progression is taking the hit. Okay. Advice for my Virgos. Did it just come out again? No, the High Priestess. And you know this, man. Now, this is the thing. Virgos, y'all rule the gut. You rule intuition, okay? So the gut feeling that you have when someone is coming into your energy and you feel a disturbance in your gut, or your gut feeling is telling you, nah, not today, or nah, not right now. Go with your gut. The Hanged Man. Yeah, pause. You should think about it. Take a second. Ding. Matter of fact, you should take 4 feet. Yeah. Eight of Cups. That's that sense of abandonment. Somebody may be really feeling as if you are abandoning them in some way, shape, or form. Someone could even feel as though you are sacrificing the relationship. Okay. The Emperor. Yeah. But you are the authority in your own life, and boss comes out again. I may look like money, but that's because I'm not spending it frivolously. You feel what I'm saying? The Ten of Cups. Okay. You might also have a relationship to I'm not gonna say cater to, but to provide for. Okay. Six of Wands, you may want to show up in your relationship in a particular way, and you can't do that if you have 6, 7 mouths to feed. Okay, if that makes sense. Now, mind you, if I'm speaking about children, I'm saying like grown kids. Okay. Ace of Coins, Six of Wands, and the yeah. It feels like in order to be happy, I definitely have to do some possibly soul searching. All right, yeah, I gotta take another route with the Fool. Okay, I gotta do something new, something different. I gotta what Cookie say? I gotta protect myself. I gotta look out for me. I forget what she said. I don't really watch that show. I never did. It probably stopped by now, but yeah, I gotta look out for me. I forget what she say. Yeah. But it feels as if you're choosing you, you're prioritizing yourself. And you may feel as though you haven't done this all your life, all right? As I say, Virgos are essentially, I remember I heard somebody say, an astrologer say, I don't know what Virgos did in the past life, but it was almost as if they felt as though Virgos were penalized for something from a past life, because Virgos essentially, they are the, you guys are the maidens, okay? Think about a maiden. Maiden is usually the one who provides things for other people, whether it's assistance, whether it's a bad, like think about in the past life, okay? Not past life, but in the Victorian era, maidens, okay? And then when you think about marriage and things of that nature, the the maidens or the maids of honor and stuff like that, they assist the wife, okay, or they assist the bride, all right? So something about service that you could very much so be used to doing, okay? You are providers, all right? Not, it doesn't always have to be that, okay? And I'm pretty sure I'm missing a lot of your archetype, okay? Yeah, but that's what it's feeling like in this instance. Ace of Cups in reverse. You could be feeling like, where the hell is my love? Four of Pentacles. Where the hell is my love? I don't get apologies. I don't get recognition. I don't get none of that. Queen of Cups. Yeah, and all I do is give, give, give. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. You could feel like all you do is give. Somebody else could feel like all you do is win and you don't be wanting to share. And you don't be wanting to share that shit. Share the gold, okay? Nine of Wands. Yeah, okay. I'm getting, and I ain't. That's what I'm getting. And I ain't. King of Swords, please. Actually, let me get one more for the Ace of Cups. There's too many, but let me check. It's something about investments, okay? King of Pentacles, the Sun, the Four of Swords. It's feeling like you realize where you could possibly heal. You could have been given to people for a sense of being needed. Some people really like the feeling of being needed, okay? But it was also kind of giving money or financial assistance in order to receive some type of love. I know my father, which is interesting because he's a Virgo. When I was younger, when he used to do things for me, he would be like, "You don't love me for real." I'd be like, "Yes, I do, Daddy. Why you say that?" And he'd be like, "Give me a kiss." Like some people just want us. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to equate to paying the money back or paying it forward. It's like some people just want appreciation. And for my dad, this is so interesting. For my dad, for me as his daughter, his thing is just give me a kiss. Or like the older he gets, the more like affectionate he becomes. I would come home from college and he'd hug me, and his hugs would just be a little longer than they were when I was younger, if that makes sense. Like it's like, I missed you, kid, type shit. So yeah, that's what it's feeling like. It feels as if someone isn't feeling as though they are properly appreciated when they get the money. I'm seeing this, I don't know what it's from, but it might have been a K-pop drama or something. And there's a rich businessman, he's talking to a guy, and his sister comes outside of the building, but she's outside the window. And he looks over and he sees her, and she like, and then he like, okay, cool. So he sends her the money, and then she look at her phone, she check it, and then she walk off. That's what it's giving me. So whatever it is that you are doing for people, it's like they don't appreciate it, but they also feel entitled and or expected to receive it from you. That's crazy. King of Swords, please. Yeah. Ten of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. It feels as if you could be walking away from like a familial situation or someone in your family that is constantly feeling as if they can get something out of you or from you, all right? And it feels like you're definitely putting up a very strict boundary, okay? I hear money blocks, all right? Somebody could be experiencing money blocks in some way, shape, or form. You could have been experiencing money blocks if you are constantly giving to people, okay? Seven of Pentacles, yeah, this is something that you've partially invested in, as I bite my tongue, okay? Invested in. Somebody don't want me to tell y'all this because they benefiting from y'all giving, all right? Interesting. It's something about someone possibly not not being able to articulate how much they appreciate you, okay? And so it's kind of like, oh, they know. But a lot of people don't know. You got to tell them. King of Cups, please. Someone could have felt as if you or they were off of their high horse. So you could be feeling as if someone has fallen off of their high horse, okay? Or someone could feel like you were on your high horse at one point in time, all right? I want you to stop. A nigga just got paid and your soul is saved. I messed up the words. Six of Swords, Five of Pentacles, the Star, and the Five of Swords. Interesting. Okay, so someone could have left like a relationship or a King of Cups, all right? And then we got the Five of Pentacles, and they were somewhat in lack, all right? The Star, and then the Six of Swords. And then they decided they were like, it feels as if someone's on a journey, okay? Interesting. Yeah, Two of Swords, all right? There's some type of misunderstanding with this Five of Swords and the Star. And Aquarius could be significant, okay? Because we have the King of Swords and the Star, and Aquarius could be significant. Someone could be in their healing phase, okay? And they could have like misinterpreted the assistance that you had at one point in time, all right? Or someone could feel as if this is so interesting. Someone could feel as if you are meant to be there to kind of be their safety net in some way, shape, or form, okay? Due to something that they moved away from, all right? Especially if this is a father-daughter dynamic or a parent-child dynamic, all right? Something about gaps could be significant. This could be gaps in teeth or gaps in a lapse in understanding, or I didn't mean to say understanding, but okay. A lapse in judgment, all right? Okay. Yeah, because six to the five, it's like someone's ended up in the same place that they were prior to, okay? Seven of Wands, please. Mm-hmm. Someone could go back and forth between praising you. Look at this. Yeah. Nine of Cups and the High Priestess. Someone could go back and forth between praising you and belittling you or disrespecting you in some way, shape, or form. Seven of Wands. And then we have the Nine of Cups and the High Priestess. All right. You could finally be getting the things that you want and or desire now that you are finally listening to your intuition, okay? I heard in addition to, all right? Knight of Cups. Hmm. Four of Pentacles. Someone's new like relationship and or love could have turned sour, okay? Page of Pentacles. Yeah. Something that you failed to learn in the past resulted in you maintaining your energy as well as your sanity now, because the Page of Pentacles is right here and it's upright in this position, all right? So something that you failed to learn is the cycle that's coming back around, and now you know better. When you know better, you do better. Six of Cups at the bottom, okay? A Sagittarius could be significant, and the Three of Wands, all right? You may be willing to work with this person, but not in the same capacity that you once did, okay? So it's given, I'll help you with your taxes. Um, I'll help you set this up, set this account up, but it's not necessarily just putting a band-aid on the situation, because if you're consistently giving a person the fish and not teaching them how to fish on their own, then of course they're going to be incompetent in some way, shape, or form. Whereas you have a high level or a high skill, okay, a higher understanding of this, all right, of what needs to be done, okay. Page of Coins, yeah. Six of Wands, absolutely. Four of Wands and the Six of Wands. That's 10 wands, all right. Mm. This could definitely be a family member or someone that you lived with or live with, okay? And it feels as if now that you are learning this, because it's a page, right? You're at the beginning stages. Now that you are learning this, you're finding that you may be a little more harmonious energetically, even when your money is funny. You know, you don't feel the stress of everybody else. It's kind of just your stress. And so that kind of alleviates some stress, if that makes sense. Yeah. It's like I only got so much to give. And I gotta survive too, all right? Four of Wands and the Six of Wands. Yeah, you made the decision, and this is a good decision with the Six of Wands. It definitely feels as if it's benefiting you. The High Priestess, please and thank you. Somebody got some big old eyes. A Griffith could be significant. I think that's a mix between an eagle and a lion. Three of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. Yeah. And so you may slowly but surely now be integrating better communication with this person or these people. Put that where it goes, okay? But it's still not necessarily just handing over a band-aid or solving their problem for them, okay? Page of Cups. You still got a lot of care, a lot of love for this person. This could also be in regards to like an ex or something like that. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles, as I say that. Yeah, this could be in regards to an ex, okay? Even though you guys aren't dating anymore or married anymore, you still used to help them out in some way, shape, or form, and you could have stopped that as well. Eight of Cups. Strength, yeah. It took a lot of strength to do this simply because you're used to being in that position. You're used to being the one that people come to for money or for whatever energy, empathy, put it where it goes, okay? An ear. You're used to being the person that people come to vent to. However, when you realize that they weren't necessarily pouring back into you, that kind of made you better shape up, because I need a man. Interesting. And my heart is set on you. You better shape up. You better understand. To my heart, I must be true. Yeah. You're the one that I want. You are the one that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. To your heart, you must be true. In order to properly love and give to other people without feeling a sense of, I heard insulted, without feeling taken advantage of, you have to make sure that you're pouring into yourself adequately, okay? When you are over pouring to everybody else and you don't have enough for yourself, that's when that feeling of depression or even desperation comes, all right? Death and rebirth. Yes. Yeah. It feels as if you could have had the power to give, but you didn't have the power to say no. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. The Emperor. It feels like you withholding could actually, yeah, Five of Cups and the Devil. Interesting. I was going to say you and this person, you withholding from this person could have actually or could actually make you guys a little stronger, okay? No's allow people to respect your boundaries. If they don't respect your boundaries, all right, then that's only because they benefited when you did not have them. Something about a doctor could be significant. Somebody could be a doctor, but people don't know. Doctors make money, but they also got hella loans, you know? Three of Swords and the Queen of Cups. This person could be like a little sensitive, all right? Could be a little sensitive to your honesty, all right? To your critiques, to your criticism, okay? And they could have definitely been a little, a little disappointed, but it feels as if you still got to stand on business. Crocodile's tears gonna come, you know what I'm saying? But they also eventually surrender. They surrender to the growth. They surrender to your no, all right? I just heard something about something being built, okay? You could actually contribute to making this person stronger overall, all right? Queen of Swords in reverse, the Seven of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, like I said, somebody could have really lashed out at you verbally. The Tower, absolutely. Yeah. Usually you're used to coming to this person's rescue. You're used to coming and fixing and putting out the fires, all right? But when you did not, It feels as if you got like a verbal lashing, if you will. Seven of Swords, Ten of Wands. And you know what I was getting before? Somebody shot themselves in the foot. Somebody shot themselves in the foot, so to speak. Ten of Wands, and then we got the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, but they're also gaining a sense of resilience, okay? Or this could be you, all right? It feels like you putting your foot down is beneficial to everyone. To everyone, especially if this is a family member or someone that you were in a relationship with or are in a relationship with. It's giving, I can help you get your money up. I can help you better pour into yourself, but I ain't got what it is that you need right now. Like I can help you. I can help you get to where I am, competency wise, but I can't just keep giving you the fix. You know what I mean? Honestly, I like it. I can dig it, Virgo. Do your shit, your thug dizzle. I like this. Maybe you search the branches for what is only in the roots. Look deeper, go deeper, look elsewhere. You need more. Absolutely. And so you could have went off and decided to kind of find, or you could have really migrated towards the person or the people that poured into you. All right. And so you were better able to realize what was going on in your external and or personal life. All right. And better navigate that through that. Okay, which could have resulted in your implementation of boundaries. The moon is bright when it doesn't avoid the nights. Hang in there, be patient. You are on the right track. Interesting. So, like I said, it could have kind of left you and this person on like a rocky path, all right? Kind of I'm hearing touch and go. All right. Sometimes this person might be a little frustrated with you. Other times this person, it might be easy flowing. It feels like you might not always know where this person is emotionally, okay? But you also might be used to taking the hit, all right? Or absorbing some trauma, okay? Taking the blame in some way, shape, or form. Can I have one more? But when you don't avoid the no, it's like, yeah, yes, again. This came out for my Saggies. A Sagittarius could be significant. It is your light that lights the world. Self-reliance, brilliant ideas, time to shine. Yes. Yeah. So like I said, Virgos, a lot of times they are seen as people of service. So whether they are entertainers or the money getters that provide for the family or the source of guidance or advice, okay? You need to remind yourself that you can pour into other people, but make sure that those people are pouring into you and make sure that you are pouring into you. You can benefit from your gifts as well, all right? Yeah. Uh-oh, thank you. Sing like the birds, not worrying about what others think. Be yourself, share your heart, speak your truth. And it feels as if you've been doing that, all right, my Virgos? I really hope this helped. If you would like anything from me as far as a personal or any communication or contact information, please check the description box down below. And as always, stay flat, aim high.